Good morning, everyone. I'm trying to get this information to you as quickly as I can. So this is an on-the-go video as I'm waiting for a drop-off pickup. I'm going to share my screen with you here and get started with a few things. One thing that I need you to do is to update your Connect registration. This is the correct code. They had given us a code that was for a different textbook, so this code should work. And you will see this, this handout that I'm going to send you says to click the yellow upgrade button right here from the assignment list on your to-do page in Connect. So once you go to your to-do page, you should see this yellow button. Click that and then just type in this code right here, and I will link the handout and the code to the content page where you're looking at this video. The next thing I want to talk about is the course layout. You're going to see, actually this is housekeeping video. I just plugged in right there. You'll see your introduction module that you have gone through with Heinz information, the housekeeping video, and quiz that I just added. And this is actually going to lock other modules until you complete this assignment right here, this quiz. And then underneath that, you've got reading, writing, and grammar. And these are your main three. And then you've got some optional modules. And I think the one part of this layout where you're working in multiple modules that's been confusing is that it's up to you to go between the modules. Like, you're not going to just start a module and finish it and then go to the next one and finish it. You have to go between the three or among the three and know what's due based on the pacing guide. So I'm going to flip over here for just a second and show you this. I've got my modules condensed, so you can use this arrow to expand and condense your modules as you work among them. So here's your reading or your writing, and you would go down to wherever we are. Today's the 1st, so you should have just finished test writing 1 the last couple days. I need to know your plans for your proctor test writing, and then you're into these content pages and these practice prompts. And once you've done these 3 practice prompts, you don't have anything else due until the 7th. So you would just pause right here, maybe go up here and condense this module because you've done what you need to do, and then pop open the reading and scroll down to where you are in the reading. You should have just done a reading quiz, and today you have a free write. So you do your free write. The next thing you have is a discussion board on the 5th. You're welcome to go ahead and do more and move ahead. But if you know, oh, I've got some grammar due, then condense your reading and go to your grammar. Here you go, bud. Here. So that's how the modules work. And yes, you could go back and forth and just look at the due dates, but I have put together a pacing guide for you, and I want to pull that up so we can talk about that just a little bit. You have horizontal rows, so here's one row, here's the next row, and everything in a row is due on the same day. I've color-coded different assignments so you know where to find them in the modules. The blue is going to be your reading. Oh, goodness. Sorry. The blue is going to be the reading. The green is in the writing module. And this kind of orange color is your grammar. I do want to note that on the February 5th deadline, you have a Connect assignment, but it's in the grammar it's in the writing module. Let me get that right. So usually you're using Connect for grammar, but I do have an extra Connect assignment in the writing module to go over main idea and support, which is what we've been looking at together with the videos and with your writing and stuff like that. So this Connect assignment right here on February 5th is just to concrete some of those ideas that we've been talking about. Here you go, bud. You have about 5 assignments per deadline. Some of the Connect ones you may see on Sundays getting more than that because I have all of the assignments due on Sunday now. And test writings have their own row here because there's a window there of about 5 days. So be sure to look above and below. Like this is the 2nd through the 7th. We'll hear something due on the 5th. So look above and below that row for other assignments. The reading module is completely self-paced. I will accept any and all assignments through March 1st. So you can work as quickly or as slowly. I would love for you to stay at least up to date on the pacing guide. But if you do get behind on the reading and you have plans to get caught up, that's okay with me as long as you're caught up by March the 1st so I can get grades in by the end of the term. The grammar section, this is where we've had all of our problems. We're using Connect, and the reason you guys had some zeros push over to the gradebook is because I was trying to make a plan that had the assignments split evenly, and for that reason I put some on dates that had already passed, expecting that we could get caught up in the next week. But because the deadline had already passed, Connect did not want to give you a grade. So I have put 3 deadlines in Connect: February 12th, March 1st, and March 8th. So when you go into Connect or when you go into Canvas, you will only see these 3 deadlines. Now, that does not mean for the first 10 assignments that I want you to start on them on February 11th, because that's going to be very difficult to cover all of that before the 12th. On your pacing guide, I have put 3 assignments per week. So if you stay on track with that, you will finish in the 8 weeks, just like if I were assigning them, you know, on Monday do this, on Wednesday do this, on Friday, Saturday do this. If you want to do more than 3 a week, go for it. Get ahead. You can work through this material as quickly as you like, and if you want to knock it all out and then not have to worry about the grammar, that's fine too. It's only going to help you to cover this material earlier in the semester because your test writings are graded on major and minor errors from day 1. This test writing that you just completed will be graded based on material in the grammar section for the whole term. So if you have time, work on getting ahead in the grammar area. But the thing is, if you get behind these 3 deadlines, you will have a 0. So if you turn in something that's due on the 12th at 12:01 after midnight, it's going to give you a 0. And that's just how it's set up. So I've tried to give you ample time to get the work in before these 3 deadlines. But that's how this system works. The writing module is not going to be as self-paced as I had hoped because it is becoming very confusing and difficult to work on multiple prompts at the same time. And I have had students message me and say, I don't know what to do on this writing. And because I'm not regulating that everyone be on the same thing at the same time, then that just leads to a lot of confusion and multiple messages back and forth that take up your time and my time. That I have other students saying, why haven't I heard from you? And it's because that it's really hard to be clear when we're working all over the place. So for the test writings, I'm going to say that you need to have this done within the week. So you have a Thursday to Tuesday deadline, and if it's not done by the following Tuesday, it's going to be a 0 and you'll have an absence. Other assignments that are in the writing module really need to be done within about 4 days of that deadline. If they're not, I'm not going to go back and grade practice writing 1 outline when we're on test writing 2, because that's just not fair to you to be able to get that far behind, and it's not fair to the other students who are staying caught up. Our modules are in sequential order, so that means even if you are graded a 0, you're going to have to at least view the page and submit something to get caught up to where we are. So major points from this video: it's up to you to know the assignments from which module are due and to choose the module you need to work in based on the pacing guide. And this is a life skill that you guys need to know when you're working on a job and you have a project. You need to be able to say, here's my end goal, and I need to do this thing here and this thing here and this thing here to reach this goal. So I'm excited about giving up a little bit of freedom in the class to let you guys work on that skill. You'll be completing a few assignments in each of the 3 main modules for each deadline. And be sure that before you take the quiz, you pause right now, grab the handout that's on this page, and upgrade your Connect registration. I believe that's it. And if you guys have any questions for me about all of this, please let me know. And I'm looking forward to the next few weeks of things working a little bit more smoothly. Thank you again for your patience.